shining, shining, nice and bright, bright. The birds are chirping, chirping, and I'm ready to fly. Time to get ready, ready for another day.
We get ready to go live.
We gon' learn to play. Oh, every day we learn and play. We do our best, so we'll be great. You do your best, best, and I'll do mine, mine. So let's get ready, ready, ready. 'Cause it's about that time. Good morning, I'm a supernova. Yeah, you see me taking over. Yeah, I'm on the move. I got a way to stride to it. So let me hear you say, every day we gonna learn and play.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Romeo International, you there? We can't hear you. Good morning, Tiara. Good morning, y'all.
February 8th, Monday. Shout out to Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady. Congratulations, sir. You are a legend. You are a freaking legend. That game was, I don't know if y'all watched football. That game was great. Then, thank you to Vegas because I came under 35. I was scared. Jesus Christ. I bet it.
How much did you win? Damn.
Oh, man. A whole 10.
See, I called out to Vegas. I said, put my bet in for Tampa Bay for Tom Brady.
Okay.
And they was like, why you want to do that? I said, because I want to do it. I want to do it. Just please put my bet in. You know they ain't put my damn bet in. So the only thing that I won was $200.
I got to teach you how to do the over or under. I got to teach you how to do over. That really is with the over or the under. So that's the fun part. But shout out to Tampa Bay now.
Let me hold the stack. Let me hold the stack.
Right. I understand.
Tampa Bay. I saw the party photos. I saw the club.
It looked like Atlanta.
I saw the street.
Atlanta went down there. Mm-hmm.
Let me tell y'all, my entire timeline was full of people in Tampa Bay partying. Half had on masks, half didn't. But I'm like, so this is the reason why we can't have in-person graduations because y'all all flocking to all of these parties and
I literally reposted that today on my Instagram story. I was like, so we could pack out the arena with 25,000 people, but I can't walk.
Graduate. Walk across the stage and graduate.
I have yet to walk. Spelman College. Where we at? What we doing?
I mean,
that's so crazy.
Well, that's not gonna happen. That walk ain't finna happen. I'm finna tell you that. This the only thing I just. Well, I ain't gonna say that disturbed me, but I thought about something that Portia said actually 3 weeks ago. Nobody's giving these people an answer to what to do. Keep in mind, the only answer is stay home, right?
That's not even an answer. That's not even an answer. No more. It's wear a mask. 2. No, now it's wear 2 masks. That's all they saying. Wear 2 masks. Just wear 2.
And a face shield. And some glasses.
Yeah. And so, so I saw the same thing. There's even controversy about the bubble that's in Atlanta. There's a big controversy going on with that right now because they held the Super Bowl.
What bubble?
You talking about the All-Star thing?
One of Atlanta's prominent club owners. I think you've been to their one time compound. He built
Okay.
he built a bubble downtown, like literally a big arena bubble, where he's hosting the NBA All-Star Weekend. The place is scheduled to hold over 20,000 people, and a lot of Atlanta socialites are upset, but don't stop no money. People still gonna spend money, so get your stimulus check so you can spend it.
That's crazy.
Tragic. I do want to give a shout out to family friend though, DJ D Nice. He DJ'd at the Super Bowl yesterday, so that was super amazing. Just want to give a shout out to him. Did y'all see the performances though?
He was part of the problem.
So no, he wasn't. He was in the DJ booth. He was totally isolated, secluded, had on his mask. But I did see her. She killed it. What? What's so funny, Romeo?
Nothing. I called that. Go ahead.
Okay. So I did see her. She killed. Like her look, her sound, her performance. She killed. I was like, okay, her. And Jasmine Sullivan looked beautiful. Her, I wanted her to give us a little bit more because I know that she could, but I know she was singing a duet, and so she probably was holding back. But she sounded amazing. I wanted her to, just kind of make it her own and take it from Air Church, and be like, sorry, church, but this is what I do. I just didn't feel like she gave us that. But she was still amazing, and she looked good. She had on her white suit, and there were some memes out there saying that we know if you're gonna wear white to sing at the Super Bowl, you about to kill it, and she did. So.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
The only thing that threw me out about it, that was a great performance. The only thing that threw me out that I noticed unconsciously was the first Super Bowl where I actually saw all black performers. The DJ was black. The Star Spangled Banner was black. Live. You see what I'm saying? I was like,
well,
Eric Church is good for something.
Black. Eric Church ain't that black. Eric Church.
You know they gotta have somebody there regulating.
So I just wanted. I wondered if that was consciously done or it was just a luck of the draw. But I noticed all the performers was black.
Speaking of performances, I'll go into this a little bit more in my report, but The Weeknd was the headliner for the halftime performance, and I saw a lot of tweets where people were saying that the Super Bowl is sponsored by Pepsi, but it looks like Coke is on the stage. So I thought that to be a very interesting comment. People were kind of alleging that The Weeknd has some bad habits.
I better get out of people's pockets.
You get it, Portia?
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God, that's mean, y'all. Don't do that.
Yeah, but it was funny. It was. I mean, he was decent. It wasn't something that I was like, "Oh, this is so good." I thought J-Lo and Shakira did a better job last year.
It gave me Michael Jackson vibes. It gave me Thriller vibes. It gave me
wanna be Michael Jackson.
Nothing original. Right. It wasn't an original performance to me. So
down to the shoes, the gloves, he wanted to be Michael Jackson, but he gave Flex Alexander.
I can see that.
Who is Flex Alexander?
Remember when Flex? Remember Flex from 101? Remember when he played in that Michael Jackson movie?
No.
Y'all don't remember that Michael Jackson movie? And we're gonna pull up a picture. Host TJ, we gotta find a picture.
Yeah,
y'all gotta see this. It was like a BET film. It was terrible.
Okay.
Yes. Horrible. It was like a parody.
Jesus.
That wasn't a parody. But the whole time my dad thought that Earned It was by Maxwell, so I had to let him know. He's like, this song ain't by Maxwell? There's new artists in this generation.
That's funny.
Do you think that? Okay, so now that the Super Bowl has happened, right? and it gave the sense, the false sense that people should go out. Like Portia said, half mask on, half mask off. So if the Super Bowl gives that sense of, hey, let's come back out, do you think more people are going to just do it now? Do it more?
I don't know. That's a great question. However, let's come back to that answer right after the break. I won't hope.
You know, a lot of people say when you're going somewhere, you don't want to look back. But I beg to differ. I can't lie and say it was easy. I looked at everything in a different light. I realized it started with me going back and getting my high school diploma.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
COVID-19 has hit our community real hard.
We're dying from coronavirus at almost double the national rate.
If we come together, we have the power to save what matters to us, our Black lives.
There's power in protecting your loved ones.
There's power in wearing a mask and social distance.
There's power in knowing the facts and using your voice.
Let's fight COVID-19. Visit bethepowerofus.org.
America, land of the free. It's at the core of who we are. Freedom. The freedom to live without fear, to drive through all 50 states, to sleep safely in our own beds, the freedom to jog where we please, to watch birds in the park, to wear a hoodie, the freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because no matter your religion, gender, disability, age, race, all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
And we're back. Monday,
We're
February
back, y'all.
8th.
Oh,
8:13
y'all know what?
a.m.
I wanted to make sure before we get back into that conversation that I told y'all what was going on, because I was behind the scenes on Friday. I was backstage, so to speak. And Romeo said, I want y'all to pray for Portia because she got some stuff going on. Romeo, you know how many calls I got? I said, let them know it was dental related. So, I can see it in my face, y'all. But if y'all can't see it, I had the pre-surgery for a dental implant, and my face was huge on Friday, so I couldn't come on. And it went down, but it didn't go down a lot. I mean, well, it went down a lot, but you can still see it on my face. So if I look like a little chipmunk, that's what's going on. My face is still a little swollen, but I just wanted to let y'all know I'm okay. And it was dental surgery for an implant. It was just the pre-work, so
I just want to put your business out there in the
But I told you to tell them. I told you to tell them it was dental surgery because people was like truly concerned. Like, you okay? I'm gonna keep you in my prayers.
They should be good.
I'm like, yes, it was dental surgery. I'm getting the implant. They was like, oh, those ain't no joke. I wanted to be like, where was y'all when I was contemplating getting the doggone implant? Oh, that's real surgery. Now y'all tell me.
Now that I think about it, thank you, Romeo. Oh, you welcome. I'm glad they was concerned. Good. People need to show more concern these days anyway. So you welcome. Now.
Yes. Now let's get back into this conversation about Flex being Michael Jackson.
Yes, the Super Bowl conversation. So I did find the picture. Look at that, y'all. That was when Flex
Shut up.
did a parody movie where he reenacted Michael Jackson.
No, that's not.
And
That's not
Right.
real.
That's
yes,
not-
it
no, that's
is. Y'all
not.
was a whole movie. Y'all want me to find clips?
No,
It's another picture in there too. It's another one. It's a couple
Tara.
pictures. It's a whole movie.
Tara, that is not a. Shut up. That is not no movie.
It's a whole movie, y'all. It was the worst made television
Did
biopic.
they cancel him after that? Was he canceled after that?
Tara, shut
I
up.
don't know. Look, I'm about to send y'all another picture since y'all think I'm playing.
What year was this? That ain't. That
It was
can't
back
be
in the day. Y'all, it
It
was
gotta be a-
real, I promise. And look,
It gotta
and
be
they
a-
had
Oh, Lord.
and there was also other versions, you know, of Michael Jackson. So they had a Thriller Flex as Michael. They had the do you remember
Why
the
was he so
Tom
gray?
version?
He was
'Cause
gray
Yeah.
though. He wasn't even white. He was gray.
Oh, man,
It was low
that's
budget,
fake.
y'all.
I don't know.
Low budget.
Fake news.
Anyway,
Fake
we just
news.
said all that to say that the weekend, he gave off those vibes yesterday, if you ask me.
Producer TJ, is that real? They ain't real. They can't be real.
Yes, it is
That ain't
real.
Okay.
You the movie buff. You should know. Come on, you know this movie. It's called Man in the Mirror. The Michael Jackson story came out in 2000.
First of all, not being disrespectful. You said BET. All thing I see on BET is Baby Boy and Mr. Society.
Was that a BET movie? I don't remember.
It was actually produced for VH1. So we got to give that to Viacom.
Okay. Yes, let's give that trash.
They play it on BET.
I'm just saying.
TV1.
What's up? Okay, man.
Okay. I had to get my little Facebook stuff together. What's up, Gerald? Dwayne Brand, G Fit of Body Exclusive Fitness, aka Birmingham's toughest trainer, is in the virtual building. What is it, Gerald? Oh, hey, D. Good morning, girl. Thank you for hanging out with us at the during the wine up last night, D. We had fun.
Good morning,
girl.
It is real, TJ. Oh man.
Yes. Sometimes I gotta say. It's a whole bio.
I'm trying to speak to Facebook, y'all.
They do reruns.
Courtney Bradley says she gonna look for it on Fire Stick tonight. What's the name of it? What was it?
It's called Man in the Mirror. A Man in the Mirror, the Michael Jackson story.
That's so crazy.
Oh, I'm finna go to Netflix. Oh, I'm about to go to Netflix. BET Plus, I'm coming.
Okay, so good morning to the rest of y'all. Good morning, BMFNTZ. Good morning, Anwar Aiken. What's up, Anwar? Hey, Shirley Carter.
Courtney.
We always love
let's
you.
watch it together. Courtney, if you find it.
Y'all gonna do a Zoom?
Watch it together. Yeah, let's watch it together,
Lord
Courtney.
Jesus.
I want to watch it.
Good morning, D. Good morning, Iris. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning, everybody in Facebook world. Yes, girl, we had fun last night, D.
She does love to wind up. I really as y'all know, she get on my nerves, but I gotta say this for women, wind up really dope. I think I mean it's for every trying to do a compliment in wrong. It's for everyone, but for women, the wind up is really a realistic. I'm gonna give her a compliment. It's a great realistic version of the real. Now I'm not saying the real is not dope because it's more of a truthful conversation with some great women cast, and all the women, y'all should really check that out every Sunday night. It's a real conversation, and there's no filter, right? So there's no filter yet. Go check that out.
Yet we ain't on TV just yet. Y'all know when we go to TV, you get a whole bunch of rules, a whole new set of rules.
Right.
Just saying.
But
Thank you, Romeo. Yeah, the rolling out wine up. It happens every Sunday night with me and my co-host, Rocki Harris, Kristen Roshan of Candidly Christian, and Latrice Delgado Macon, celebrity stylist to the stars of the styling closet. What's up, girl? Hey,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's going on? How was
Hey,
how was your Super Bowl?
Oh, it was all right. I was at home
Did y'all
asleep
have
for
something
it.
at the bar? Oh, y'all didn't do nothing at the bar?
Nah. Once brunch was
Okay.
over, I went home and went to sleep.
We not doing that. We not doing that until All-Star weekend, right?
Absolutely. We definitely doing some All-Star weekend.
Okay.
Oh,
Just check.
that just gave me chills, y'all. I'm scared. I'm scared for y'all. I'm scared.
But let me ask Ebony this, because I was just making this point about Super Bowl. Of course it's a 50-50, but when they go ahead and decide to put that major event into the city, technically business owners don't really got a choice at that point in time, because you placed a
They're going to come
major
in
in the city.
regardless.
They're gonna come
Yeah, they're going to
regardless,
come
right?
regardless. People want somewhere to eat. They want somewhere to drink. You put that type of event. I was looking at some stuff that was happening at Super Bowl. I was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Did you see them shooting and all the people were running while they were shooting? Yeah,
I
it
saw the
got
I
it
didn't
got
shooting.
a
see
little.
that.
I
Yeah, they
posted
were
the
shooting. People
videos on
started
rolling out
running.
on my Instagram. If
Can we
TJ
go
has
to
the
the
video,
video right quick?
it is
I
on our
want to see it.
Instagram. I'm gonna go send
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
because
post the link.
Tampa ain't South Beach. You know, Tampa's Tampa.
Yeah.
For real.
But then on top of that, I saw like Mulatto and Trina invited me out. Ruby Rose, of course she did. She invited me out to her joint. And then
I don't understand that.
Shaq had this big
Of course she
carnival.
did. Go ahead.
Shaq had this big
That
carnival
do something
going
every
on.
year. Yeah, he do that every
So
year, right?
right. So my question is to business owners, what happens at that point in time? Because you do have those Shaq events. You do have those major celebrities who never come to your city. Like they never come to your city. They're in your city for this one weekend. I mean, you open, you risk it all, right?
I mean, the only thing you can do is really like when people come in my restaurant, whether it's an event or not, they have to do the hand.
Oh,
They have to do the what?
oh.
What happened?
What? I
Oh,
just
we
dropped the
dropped. She
link for
dropped.
We'll get back to what
Mustard Steve coming out? What the heck?
we've been infiltrated. Oh wait, now there's two of me. There we go.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go. Okay. What were you saying, Ebony?
yeah, so we do the hand sanitizer, we do the temperature check, and then I still get my restaurant spray every 2 hours. So, I mean, that's pretty
Oh.
much all you can do because people gonna come regardless. And my brunch is crazy on Sundays. It's always a 2 hour wait to even get in. So yeah, I mean, you just do the best you can because when they're in your city, you can't close.
Okay.
Right.
They going
Right.
somewhere.
Yeah.
The
They
strip,
going somewhere.
if you've noticed, and I say this as a joke. I say this as a joke all the time. The strip club has not closed. I mean, like, during none of this. I want to be honest. During the start to now, the strip club has not closed. Period.
Right.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about living in a quote unquote the free world. We make our own decisions and suffer the consequences, I guess.
Who the heck want to go to the strip club? Oh. It's just
You have not been to Atlanta. Everybody go.
the
Majority.
debris, that the little droplets of sweat, the little, it just
Dropped it.
yes, they be sweating, and they be sweating and they be flinging, and the little perspiration just.
Y'all gonna have to let me take y'all one day. Let me
Never. Never.
I'll
Never.
pass.
I'm
Gonna
in
make
the section.
it.
I'm in a
Yeah,
private
Let me take
section
y'all.
off to the right in the corner.
Gonna make it to the strip club. Never. No. Walking into my damn
Man.
son. I'd be like, what the hell? It's a no for me.
But I do
The
know that they
song
said
playing.
for All Star, it's only one day. It's only on that Sunday, is what they're saying.
Come on now. Yeah, it's only on that one
But
day, but we
yeah,
talking
but
about
you know, just like the Super Bowl, it's
Atlanta, Georgia.
big game weekend, so it's gonna be All Star weekend from
Weekend, right?
Thursday to Tuesday. It's All Star weekend.
As soon, right, Tiara, Atlanta don't care. As soon as you say it's, as long as it's here, oh, we'll extend it out. We'll make it a weekend. Don't worry.
It's gonna be somebody's flyer.
That's
It's gonna
crazy.
be. They're gonna have a celebrity basketball game with people we ain't seen in forever. That's gonna be on day one.
I said that too.
Nouveau NBA brunch with Romeo
Celebrity
International
bowling.
Dates.
They're gonna have a celebrity
Oh
bowling.
yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah,
do
it's
it all.
gonna be open. They're gonna do it all. But the mayor got on and said, it's only for one day. But they definitely gonna do whatever for that whole
Well, I
weekend.
don't
know
know
what?
how you continue to suppress the economy because when people stay at home, money don't move around as easily, right? So, what do you do about the business owners? What do you do about these companies that need to have an influx of money so that they can have an outflux of whatever else, products and services? So, I don't understand how do you fix that? I don't know how to fix
You
that.
can't. You
When
really
people
You
stay at
can't.
home.
Due to COVID,
That's great.
of all the industries that got hit the hardest, it's been the hospitality, it's been the tourism. Well, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Y'all just gonna boot Ebony off the screen?
Right.
Damn, can Ebony come back too?
Tiara, I'm confused.
Okay, now we need Titus to come back. I don't know.
I'm confused.
What's up,
I don't know what
Titus?
happened.
We bring you on in a second.
There
we go.
My boy.
Hey, Titus.
My boy.
Maybe I'll be able to get some questions in this time, Romeo. Because last time you completely dominated the interview. I couldn't even get my questions off. Anyway, good morning. You see what I'm saying? Can we welcome him to the show? Okay. Good morning, Titus Unlimited. Welcome back to the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call with your host, Portia Monique, Romeo International, Tiara Bering, and Ebony Austin. And we are here today talking about Fitness Mondays, right? So if you ain't getting in over the weekend and you felt a little guilty about not getting in, let's talk about what we can do for the rest of the week to make sure that we have a productive week in terms of being healthy, fit, and working out. So welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and let Romeo get his one question off so we can have an interview. Okay, Romeo, go for it.
So, partner, I tried something out for an entire week and actually cut I think it was 7 pounds out. I did oatmeal for an entire week. I'm talking about like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just oatmeal and water for the entire week. And the results were ridiculous. Like the results were ridiculous for some reason. Why is that? Or did I do something?
No, you didn't do anything wrong. I always tell people all diets work. The cabbage soup diet works. The cayenne pepper diet works. The cucumber diet works. The problem is that's not sustainable. You can't eat oatmeal every day for the rest of your life. But now that you're not eating oatmeal every day, what happens? People go back to the old habits they had, and they gain the 7 pounds. So it's much better to have just something that's sustainable, a balanced diet.
Right.
Yeah. Balance is key.
I'm just curious. What's the cucumber diet? I ain't quite heard of that one, and I might need to integrate that one just one time.
Pretty much the same thing as what he just talked about, but it's more so people would just pretty much eat one particular thing all day or 2 or 3 days straight. And the reason why people do diets like that is because it's easy on the digestive system. When you put a lot of different foods in your body, you confuse your digestive system. So something like cucumber is very, very easy. It's full of water, so it's basically just water and fiber, and it just allows your digestive system to rest and also eliminate. So whether it's cucumber or watermelon or grapes and limes or whatever it is, people use those kind of diets to cleanse and detox.
Okay.
I love that.
So I ordered my products, I got them in, and I was waiting to start them, and then went to the dentist and had this pre-dental implant surgery. So now I'm on all these meds, so I still gotta wait. But I'm eager to start my program, and I just had a lot of questions like, what do I do first? So I got the stack. I got the three the three supplements stack, and I don't necessarily know how to take them. The detox stack, yes.
So very simple. You would take all three of them simultaneously. So that's the colon sweep, which targets basically your colon, right? That is the complete cleanse, which targets your entire body, but more so just your lymphatic system. People don't know what the lymphatic system is. Is a channel of drains in your body that pushes fluids and stuff like that out of your body. And then the third one is the chlorella. Okay, the chlorella is primarily responsible for getting heavy metals out of your body, but not only that, but getting more oxygen to your cells, because chlorella is high in chlorophyll and B12. So you also will feel a lot more energy as well. So those are the three, and you're going to take 2 of each in the morning and 2 of each in the evening. But what's most important about the detox stack is you got to drink your water. So you got to be getting at least 100 ounces of water plus a day, because I always tell people, it's just like when you buy Drano, right? When your sink is clogged, you pour the Drano down the sink and it sits for 15 minutes, right? Well, what do you have to do to make sure that Drano works? You got to pour water. There you go. Same thing with the human body.
Okay, so take them all at the same time, but take 6 pills at once, twice a day.
Twice a day, yeah. And then as far as the diet, yeah, exactly. Yeah. There you go. As far as the diet part goes, try to eat more foods that are easier on your body. So try to stay away from red meat. Not necessarily that red meat is bad, but red meat is harder for your body to digest. Red meat will last about 9 hours in your body. Whereas if you ate fruit and vegetables, that lasts like 30 minutes. High in nutrients, but still, easier for your body to, process and digest and get out of the way. Plus, then it allows your body to focus on what you're trying to do, which is elimination and detoxification. So the easier the foods are you eat, like I said, fruits and vegetables, try to have at least a salad a day. So that about 1 or 2 servings of fruit a day, a salad a day. If you're going to eat meat or eat, animal protein sources, my suggestion is stick with fish. All right. So fish and salads and stuff like that. You can do shrimp, and if you're going to do you can do chicken breast here and there, but try to reduce the amount of heavy meats that you eat. All right.
And okay, and then for exercise, so what I've been doing, my daily routine, and I've been off since I've been heavily medicated, but what I've been doing is Pilates in the morning. Is that enough, or do I need to incorporate some cardio or something like that?
Well, the thing that people don't understand is that it's not that exercise is the fix, it's that lack of exercise is the disease. So it doesn't matter what you do, you can just walk. So even with your meds don't stop you from walking. Walk 2-3 miles a day.
I be tired. No, I'm tired. So I got
excuses for everything.
I got the Tylenol 3s with codeine. Listen, that be putting me out. I'm a lightweight. I be sleep.
A lot easier to walk through Pilates, but if you get in the habit of walking, you can do it now. And you can just, like I said, and you don't have to walk fast, just take a walk.
It's 15 degrees outside. Like, it's snow outside. Am I
Excuse?
supposed to walk in the snow?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to
Well,
walk in the snow?
you walk in the snow to come to work.
Hey,
No, I
talk
don't.
to her.
I work right at home. I walk from upstairs to downstairs. Okay, I'm gonna
That's our
try walking outside,
exercise.
but now I can't go outside. I know it sounds like I got a lot of excuses. I'm gonna fix them though, but I can't go outside because you know how your elders say, don't put no air on that on your you can't go outside because you got your jaw swollen.
Hey,
I got another perfect one for you. You walk upstairs to downstairs, right? Walk up and down the stairs 20 times.
get it tight. Get it, Titus. Get it.
That is, won't that is that's
Ooh,
exactly
there it
what I'm
Hey,
gonna
we
do.
is.
I'm
Yep.
walking.
we talked about this last week, and I think you'll be a perfect person to answer. We talked about the fear of black men, uh, going to the doctor, going to get checkups, going to know their body, because a lot of people really have no clue about nothing about their body, and then by the time they find out, they're in the middle part, they're in the middle of fighting for their body. How important is it to for black men, how important is it really to make that a normalcy? Because for women, and I'm pretty sure Ebony, Ty, and Portia can speak on this, they're already trained early, go to the doctor, from at an early age. Us, unless it's broken, we ain't going nowhere.
Well, first of all, there's a lot of misconceptions out there. That is not merely a black man problem. That's a man problem. Most men go to the doctor at a much lower frequency than women, not just black men, period. All right.
Wow.
The reason why is because as we have grown up as men, our society has deluded us to think that asking for help is a sign of weakness. Asking for help
Right.
is actually a sign of strength. But a man will be lost on his way to Florida and find himself in Arizona, and you ask him if he lost. No, I know exactly where I'm going, you know. And so a lot of guys see it as weakness to ask for help, where and that's what basically the doctor is there for. The doctor's there to tell you what to do to give you help. Now that being said, most doctors do not give you help, because they don't know anything about nutrition, but at least, like you're right, having a good baseline for knowing where you are, what's going on with your health, that kind of stuff like that is very, very important. But most of us don't do that. So I do recommend that people at least, just like with your car, you got to take it in for a checkup, at
Got
least
to.
once in a while, find out what's going on,
Yeah.
especially when the check engine light come on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
you
Yeah.
got to do it once a year.
I
And
love
we
that
don't
you
even
bring up the importance. Oh, just
go ahead, Tara.
no, it's like the importance of getting checked up. I remember a couple years ago, I was still living on campus at my college. And I think I went to the health center just for a regular checkup, and my glucose levels were high. And I'm like relatively on the thinner side. I always thought I was healthy. And I was like, okay, so I mean, what do you mean I could be predisposed to diabetes? Like, what is that? Based off of how I look and how I feel, I was 21, I think. Like that can't be me, but it runs in my family. My grandmother is diabetic. My aunt is now a diabetic. So I didn't know that a lot of those traits get passed down and on top of diet. And I just wanted to ask you, like, for those of us who look healthy, but eat what we want to eat, live how we want to live, feel like we're young and can wake up and feel fine after, a crazy weekend of eating out, whatever. How do we stay healthy and maintain a healthy lifestyle when we don't see what could happen to us in the mirror?
Okay. Well, good question. There's about two things there. First thing I'm going to address is you made a statement that diabetes gets passed on. Diabetes doesn't get passed on. Diabetes is a dietary disease, period. Okay. I just had a lady the other day, 71 years old, who had been on insulin for 15 plus years. I talked to her in February of last year, did a cleanse and detox, changed her diet. And as of April of last year, she has not taken any insulin. and she went from 235 pounds to 170 pounds. So it's not that the disease is hereditary; it's the habits that produce the disease that's hereditary.
What did you tell her to do? She went from how much to what? You said she went from 200 to what?
235 to 170, and basically she did the detox stack. She started doing the superfoods bundle, so she's taking sea moss, beetroot, chlorella. She changed her diet, which is the most important thing. Bump supplements. The supplements are great, but the supplements are an addition. It was about the diet change and the education about what she was putting in her body that was harming her. She took those things out, started putting things proper, eating healthy, and all Laura Brown does is walk. She walks, I think 3 to 5 miles a day, maybe once or twice because she's retired, and she went from 235 to 170. Very simple. I had another lady the other day who was pre-diabetic. You know, she had an A1C of 7.1. Okay, and I think it's been 35 days. Detox stack, cleanse, changed her diet. A1C went from 7.1 to 6.4. And she lost, I think, 17 pounds. I might be wrong there. So it's the diet, okay? So as far as you're right, a lot of people are skinny. There's something called skinny fat, okay? It's literally, if you actually look it up, it is because the visceral fat, the amount of fat you carry in your abdomen. So yes, just because you're skinny does not mean you're healthy. You have some people who I had this one girl, she maybe was about 5'8", and she weighed 140 pounds, 135 pounds. Her visceral fat was 12. Anything over 10 of a visceral fat is she had the visceral fat of somebody who was like 200 pounds. Okay. And so, yeah, so you're eating all the cakes, the cookies, and just because you don't gain weight because of your metabolism, right? Visible weight, you be destroying your body. And a lot of people are, because once again, sugar breaks down your body. It hardens your arteries. So high blood pressure becomes a factor. That all that sugar coming into your body, right, causes spikes in your insulin. So insulin resistance is a factor. You know, once again, sugar is corrosive, so heart disease is also a factor. You know, osteoarthritis and arthritis is a factor. Why? Because sugar promotes inflammation. So once again, so eating clean.
Okay, Ebony. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off because I wanted to give Facebook a chance to ask questions if they had any. So now is your time to ask Titus any questions. Facebook, please put them in the chat. Let us know what it is that you want to ask of him, and then we'll get him to answer your questions as well. But Ebony, did you have a question for Titus?
I do. So okay, let me just say, I do not work out. I'm gonna just be real honest. I'm gonna start walking. No, I don't work out, and I do not exercise majority of the time. What's a good way to start?
Who you talking to, Ebony? Because we read your message. You told him to shut up.
I was talking to my dog. I was talking to my dog.
Real black moments. Real black moments, Titus. Real black moments.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you ain't say that. STF.
Well, you don't work out, you don't exercise. What's a good place to start? The best place to start is to start slowly. Okay. So like take, for instance, I have a lot of people who I put them on like a 30-day squat program, something you can do at home. Okay. Where you do a couple squats a day, a couple of jumping jacks a day, you walk. Okay.
You said jumping jacks?
Yeah. Just 10, 20 jumping jacks. The crazy thing that people don't get is, the crazy thing people don't get is that, you know, habit and progression. So if you started off on day one, right, and you had to do 5 squats and 10 jumping jacks, 3 sets, that's it, all right? And then day 2, you do 6 and 11, and day 3, 7, and you'll find yourself that you'll be able to do it, and then you look up, it's day 15, and next thing you know, you're doing 50 squats and everything like that. All you have to do is you have to make the time for it and do it consistently. That's it. But what happens to most people, they want to go and they want to do squats the first day, okay? and that's not consistent. Like you're not engaging in be consistent in, because you're going to be sore as hell. You're going to be tired the next day. You're not going to feel like doing it. It's too much time. Start small, start consistently, and do it with regularity.
Now I do have a question. When you talk about sugar in the intake, that I eat a lot of desserts. I'm a dessert person. I bake dessert at least once a week. So I probably should narrow that down some to maybe once every other week. Because I bake a lot.
Well, here's the thing, and I hear all the time when I talk to people, I tell people losing weight and getting healthy is about a mindset. I hear people label themselves all the time. I'm a dessert person. What the hell does that mean?
I love dessert.
When you weren't born with a tag that says I'm a dessert person. You're now labeling yourself. We all like desserts, but you also have to understand what they do to you. So first of all, stop describing yourself like that. Okay.
Okay.
The second thing is reduce your intake. Okay. That's it. So one dessert a week or so, that's fine. Look at the normal portions that you would have, cut it in half.
Okay.
And then when you do the dessert, what else did you do? Did you eat fruit that day? Did you eat enough fruit? Did you drink enough water? Did you exercise? So when you counterbalance, and we all have a bad habit or so, but you have to counterbalance your bad habits with good ones.
Gotcha.
Love it.
I know. Okay.
Oh. No, but she Ebony owns one of the biggest restaurants, lounge venues in Atlanta. So that's where all that food stuff come from. Man, I get it right. I get it right. I got you.
I know a friend of mine
Whatever,
who owns
Romeo.
one of
I've always had snacks. I've always been a baker. So like literally from college on out, I would bake cupcakes, bake German chocolate. Like I just love dessert. But I'll just reduce it in half.
Yeah. See, me when it comes to carbs,
don't we know
I was just saying a lot of us, I like pasta.
What's that?
Wait a minute. What was you saying, Ty? Don't we know drug dealers that what?
That don't smoke crack?
I think they be hiding it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think they got it like a... No, I'm just kidding. Yes. No, you're right.
You're right. No excuses. I'm gonna reduce it.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Tierra, no more pop.
So wait. So we do have a question on Facebook.
Right.
Any 30-day challenges back to back for months? What about the 30-day challenges? How do those work out for you? And would you recommend them?
30-day challenges are good. They give people something short term to focus on. They can be beneficial. Okay. But once again, the lion's share of your success is going to come from what you do consistently. So even though you're doing a 30-day challenge, you have to have a baseline of consistency with what you do. So yeah, you can do a 30.
Okay. Nothing wrong with it. Go ahead, Tierra.
I was just gonna say, with so many of us being at home and either being tired of being at home, tired of the day-to-day, tired of cooking, we're just tired. How do we find the motivation to eat clean, eat right when the world is up in flames?
Hire a chef. Hire a chef.
Well, what do we do? Because the mental, she keeps saying the mental aspect is so important.
Yeah, it is. It is very important. And, once again, I hear this all the time. And whether the world is in flames or not, right? What they say, there's billions of gallons of water in the sea. There's only the water that you allow in your ship that can sink you. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world outside. I make a schedule. When it's time for me to eat, I eat. When it's not time to eat, I don't eat. Doesn't matter how much food you have around me. I have this thing I do. My brother laughs at me all the time. Every now and then I like cherry pie, right? And so my cherry pie is not very good for you, but it's a cherry pie from Costco. So I'll go and buy the Costco cherry pie, and I'll eat a slice of it, right? And when I eat a slice of it, I will take the other slice and I will, set it on the kitchen counter, and it will sit there. And he asked me, "Well, you gonna eat the rest?" Like, no, it's just one of the slice. He said, "Well, you gonna throw it away?" I was like, no, I'll let it sit there until it molds. If you want some, you can have some, but I'm not gonna throw it
Oh.
away. I control what goes into my body. I have yet to see the dessert or anything that can jump off the table into my mouth, make me chew it and swallow it.
So what I hear from you is that you exert a lot of discipline.
Very
What
disciplined.
how do you recommend that people develop that muscle, because it really is a muscle? And sometimes we just, we want to give into whatever excuse it is that we have. It's too cold, I can't run, I can't walk, the world is on fire. How do you develop this strong discipline to help you kind of automate what it is that you do in your daily life?
Well, she made a very important point about motivation, right? People always ask me that question. What is motivation? I don't function off of motivation. I function off of purpose. Okay. So the thing is, what is my purpose? My purpose will outride my motivation every single day. My purpose is I have to remain healthy in order to live my life. In order for me to be healthy, there are certain rules I must follow. Okay. Like my mother used to, she would talk about habits, right? My mother told me about habits being in a little paper bag. And she did this demonstration with me like 9 years old. She took lemons and limes and now try to put as many lemons in your bag as you can. And then now try to put some limes. I said, well, I can only put 2 limes in. She said, exactly. Those are good habits and bad habits. The more good habits you put into your life early on, right, and make them staples, the less room you got for bullshit. And imagine somebody saying that to a 9-year-old. And it was just that simple. So I prioritize the things that are important. I wake up in the morning. By now, I've already had about 4 cups of this. So this is like 48 ounces of water already, right? As soon as I get off from you guys, I have a specific time I work out. When I get done working out, I have a specific time I do my smoothie. I know what smoothie I'm going to have today, right? I already have planned my meals out, so I know what I'm going to eat at 12, 3, 6, and 8. The same way you guys are busy professionals and you know what meetings you have at 4 o'clock, where you got to be, and all those things like that. Why can't you prioritize the most important thing, which is what goes into your mouth?
Talk to him.
Well,
talk to him.
That's fine. Listen, that's fine. We got it. We get it. We understand.
Whatever,
Your
Romeo. I'm starting today.
I'm about to clean up my
pantry today.
You just make us feel just like, okay, dang, we got it. Okay, we're gonna get this.
Did it take you years to develop the structure that you have, or have you always just been super disciplined?
I've always been kind of disciplined because because of my mother and father and how I grew up. I wasn't allowed to sleep past sunrise. It didn't matter what was going on, the weekends and not. I had things I had to do. Didn't matter that I was a star athlete. I had to get up and get these things done. Nobody cared about my excuses. Yeah. So I grew up with you can have excuses and you can have results. You can get the excuses when you leave the house. But for right now, you do what you're told, you do it at the time you're supposed to do it, and like my mother used to say, you do it right. Because if my mother used to tell me, like, it takes 80% of the effort to do something half-ass. Okay? Yeah. And if you did it and she realized that you did it half-ass, she'd make you do it again. She said, now you just spent 180% effort. Okay. So when I focus on things, discipline is everything. The undisciplined people are slaves to their habits, their cravings, their whims. You're subject to
peasants.
Other people.
Right. Oh, peasants, y'all slaves to y'all habits.
No, it's not even everybody has
unlike Ebony, Portia, and Tierra, I understand you because I never Cause I work out early in the morning. Like I always go at midnight to 2. But my body has gotten used to it, right? But and people be like, well, why you do it so late, or why you always running? I never understood people who cannot find the discipline just to do it. Like, because once you build that discipline in yourself, you look at other things like it can be done if you actually just plan to do it. Like I don't get that in my head when it comes to people. So every time I hear Portia about walking, or I'm gonna cut out half of the sweets, you can cut out all the sweets.
Oh no, I cannot. I said I'm cut out half. I'm not gonna cut them all off. I said half.
She said, "Leave me alone. Baby steps, baby steps. Give me my baby steps."
You know, Portia, right? Portia owns the restaurant.
Yes.
She's very successful at her
No,
restaurant.
Ebony owns it. Yeah.
Ebony owns a restaurant. There's no way Ebony can be as successful as she is if she is not already disciplined. She's just electing to apply her discipline and her consistency to what she wants to. And if she wants it bad enough, she'll do it. If she doesn't, she will always find an excuse. But the mere fact that she's successful at something means that she has the capacity for consistency and discipline.
So okay, I agree. So, yes.
That's why I'm gonna start today. Romeo, would you shut up? Just shut up, Romeo.
Oh, shut up. Oh. Shut up.
Like the dog.
So, before you get out of here, give us some recommendations, right? So you said that you do smoothies. We want to know what type of smoothies that you do. What would you recommend, especially just starting out? And then in terms of the discipline, so we know that you feed your mind as well as your body and all of that good stuff. Give us some recommendations on some books that can help us for starters. And then lastly, I wanted to know about your superfoods bundle, because as soon as I finish my stack bundle, I'm going to the superfoods bundle. But go ahead.
I start my day with a fruit smoothie. Reason why is because your first meal of the day should be, number one, very nutrient dense, all right, but also should be easy for your body to digest. Okay, and fruit is the easiest thing for our body to digest. So I usually do some kind of mixed berries or something like that. I put some chia seeds in it. I use my plant-based protein in it. I put my complete minerals in it. So the complete minerals is the sea moss, bladderwrack, and burdock root. And that gives me all 102 minerals that my body needs, because we're carbon-based beings. We need minerals in our body. So once again, 1,500 milligrams of organic sea moss, 500 milligrams of bladderwrack, 300 milligrams of burdock root. I put it in a scoop, boom. So I got all my minerals right there. Then I got fiber, I got protein. So I start my day off with proper nutrients. Proper nutrients cuts back on hunger, it cuts back on cravings, and it keeps my body. And number one, like I said, it's easy for my body to digest. Okay, so that's where I start. As far as the superfoods bundle, is 3 products: sea moss, beetroot, and chlorella, and spirulina. Okay, and the reason why we call superfoods, because a lot of people you see tons of supplements out there. Okay, and a lot of supplements do one thing. What a superfood does, a superfood actually does several things. So we've heard about great things that sea moss does, right? So sea moss is an example. 92 minerals, vitamin A, K, D, all those things like that. Great for helping for inflammation, gastrointestinal health. Excellent for your bones and joints. Even good for sexual health. Then you look at beets, very high in antioxidants. That's excellent for people who have high blood pressure, because it's a vasodilator. High in vitamins as well. So that's another great one. And then you talk about chlorella. We talked about chlorella earlier. So taking those things and nourishing your bodies in a proper way, that's where you want to start.
Yeah. That's
okay. And then lastly, give us a couple of books that we can get our mental right with, and then get our body right with too.
There's a myriad of books out there. So I will tell you some of my favorite ones, things to help people reconcile their lives. There's a lot of people, they're just, I don't know, A lot of people are not balanced. I like the Four Agreements. It's a good book. I think anyone and everyone should read. And depending on what you're trying to do with your life, once again, there's a lot of other books out there you can read. You know, books on prosperity. You have books on mental strength. You know, what I would suggest is that just read something, you know. And for people who don't have the capacity to sit there and actually read, I like Audible. You can actually listen to books, you know. So I listen to good books. I listen to good ideas. I go on YouTube and I listen to motivational speakers. You know, I was just talking about this morning about environment. Look at your environment. Look at the people you talk to. Are you guys talking about ideas? Are you talking about growth? Are you talking about future or are you talking about past causes? You know, listen to the music that you listen to, right? Listen to the lyrics. Is that a situation you want to put yourself in? Is that a situation you want to be in? You know, always antagonizing, always, you know, at people. Is that what you want? Or do you want to have a more peaceful life? You want a more peaceful life, then you might want to change the soundtrack of your life. You know, at the things, like I said, the things you watch, the shows you watch, all of this things create this environment for either growth or lack thereof. And so if you're not experiencing growth, if you're not experiencing success, look at the people you surround yourself with, the places you go, the things you talk about, the music you listen to, your pages you follow, right? And adjust.
And adjust.
It's simple. Like, I mean, it's simple. You make things so simple. And we definitely appreciate you for that. He said, "Pay me, I'll be your whatever. I'll be your Alexa. I'll be your Michael B. Jordan Alexa." But we definitely want to thank you again for coming on the Rolling Out Wake Up Show, the AM Wake Up Show. Very insightful, very enlightening. I like the way that you break things down and make them simple, digestible for us to just shut up and do. You know, like stop making excuses, just do it. It's not that difficult. Like run up and down the stairs. Eat right. You know. Anyway, thank you. Tell everybody where they can follow you on social media. Give us your website, your social media handles, and let people know how they can get in contact with you.
Well, everything to find me is very simple. It's Titus Unlimited. It's TITUS Unlimited. Titus Unlimited. So it's Titus Unlimited on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and my website is also Titus Unlimited. If you go to the Google search and you just put in Titus Unlimited, that's the first thing that'll pop up. All right. If you're looking for my supplement company, Unlimited Supplements, it's also underneath my website, Titus Unlimited. You put in Unlimited Supplements, it's the first thing that pops up. So Titus Unlimited.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate you coming on Motivational Mondays, motivating us, letting us know what the heck we can do. Stop having the excuses, develop a disciplined mind, eat right, put good stuff in your mind. We appreciate it.
There you go. Thank you guys so much. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Right,
Take
man.
care. Talk soon. Ain't
Don't
nothing
start,
but to do
Romeo.
it. Y'all got all these excuses. Y'all got all these excuses.
Well, I started off right. I got my smoothie. I do a smoothie every morning.
I need to start back with my smoothies.
I drink a lot of water. That's my good thing about me. I am a water. I'm a fish.
No, Romeo, in real
I'm
life.
do my stairs. Yeah, I'm gonna do my stairs, y'all. I'm gonna start with my smoothies too, especially now because I really can't eat on this side of my mouth. So I need to drink a lot. So that's what I'm about to start doing, y'all.
Y'all got more excuses than excuses.
No, we're saying
9:03
we got
a.m.
Whatever.
to wake up, huh?
No, I'm gonna walk up the stairs like 5 times today.
Like, why not?
10.
Like, we in the house all day.
Nah, that's not.
You know what I'm
If
saying?
you,
I got
if you're not,
Give us baby steps, Romeo.
Start small and grow.
If you're
Exactly.
not breaking out a mile a day where you actually break a sweat, then you're not moving your body. Like 5 times up and down the steps is cool, but if you're not breaking a sweat, then it's nothing. At least do a mile.
Well, I'm gonna work on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Start.
I'm
Yes.
gonna come help.
Small steps,
Okay.
baby steps. Let's get
Baby.
into Tiara's report before our next guest.
Let's do
Do
a
rolling
little
out
bit
with the
of
rolling out
it.
AM wake up call for Monique Romeo International, Tiara the Shape
What up,
Berry,
Marcus?
as well as Ebony Austin. Let's go.
What up,
Yeah,
Marcus?
All right,
Romeo.
y'all. As
Go
mentioned,
ahead.
we are developing superstars within ourselves, mindset and physically. I just wanted to pull up a picture of Tom Brady again, winning his 7th Super Bowl in his first year with the Buccaneers at the age of 43 years old. He has more Super Bowl wins than any franchise in NFL history. So he's the only person with 7 rings, the only being ever. So very big deal. They're calling him the GOAT in terms of football. But as you know, there's Serena Williams, who I think is the real GOAT across all sports. But that's just me.
I think he can, I think he can bow out gracefully right now. He's on top. He's probably the oldest to ever do it. He's the greatest. He got 7. He's been to Super Bowl 10 times. He's only missed it 3. Like, I think he should just be like, okay, y'all, I'm good. Life is good.
Yeah.
Life is grand. Let me raise this family. Let me, enjoy the fruits of my labor.
For sure, for sure. Back to the Super Bowl, as we said, Jasmine Sullivan and Eric Church, they performed the national anthem together. I wanted to play a little bit of a clip of it, just to show Jasmine's amazing vocal range. Black Twitter says she should have done it by herself because she dominated by herself, and she took us to church with it. She had a lot more soul than Eric Church did, obviously.
And I think she was trying not to outshine him, but she should have just been like, listen, this is my show. I don't give a damn. This is my moment in the spotlight. So sorry, Eric.
But vocally, she is one of the greatest in our generation. So let's check out the clip.
She is.
Good job.
Yeah.
She
Good
did.
job.
I think she did an excellent job. I
She
did an excellent job. I just think she held back just a little bit. And I think she went too conservative. Like, don't get me wrong, her outfit was amazing. It was graceful. It was beautiful. It was appropriate. But I think she could have pushed the envelope just a little bit because of who she is. Like I didn't, and this is just my opinion. I just think she could have went with the white with a short dress, not the pants. But it is what it is. It is what it is. She still looked beautiful. Her headpiece was all of that, and her voice was amazing. What, Romeo?
Are we talking about her voice or her wardrobe? Well, yeah,
We're talking about both.
It's the Super Bowl.
We're talking about both. Yeah,
it's the Super Bowl. Do you know what dudes watch the Super Bowl for? I guarantee you, we not worried about nobody wordrobe. Jesus.
And
well, I'm just saying when you
the halftime performance.
Right. So when you think of like a J-Lo when she did her, like, granted it wasn't the halftime performance, I get it, but when you think of a J-Lo and what she had on, when you think of a Beyonce and what she had on, when you think of all of these performers and what they wore, a lot of people remember them for what they wore. And maybe she was like, I just want them to remember me for my voice, because her voice is amazing. But I just think that she could have pushed the envelope a little bit more, because she Jasmine Sullivan, and she could have made a more of a statement with her outfit as well as her voice. I just think she could have, I just think that it was a little conservative for her.
Maybe she was
young,
for
she
the
fine.
Whitney Houston tracksuit approach.
But Whitney can do a tracksuit when she come out there and belt out a song like she did. Like Whitney is still the greatest of all time who has sung the national anthem. Don't get that mistaken. So.
It's the national anthem. It's not a fashion show, but she did a great job.
You know what I love the most about being black is like the fact that we can talk about how great Jasmine Sullivan brought soul to the national anthem at the same time supporting Colin Kaepernick and his reason for kneeling. I just think it's interesting how we pay attention to both and understand both matters. So speaking of controversy in America, gospel icon BB Winans was asked to educate the country artist Morgan Wallen for using the N-word. So this big country artist, I don't know because I really don't know a lot about country music. Morgan Wallen was caught on tape after having a party. His neighbors, his African-American neighbors got upset at him for throwing this outlandish party. And he was caught on video calling them the N-word and other things. And since then, a lot of the radio stations, they're pulling his songs, Billboard's trying to pull his songs. My whole thing is, why BB Winans as the spokesperson for Black people to try to educate this 27-year-old white boy from the country on why he should not use the N-word? Why BB?
Do we have a clip of it? Do we have a clip or a picture?
That is so stupid.
We do have a picture.
Because I don't know. I have no idea who you're talking about. I mean, I know who BB is. I don't know who the other guy is.
First of all, that is so stupid. Why are y'all upset about this person using the N-word? Like it's the first time he used the N-word. Oh, it's the first time he used the N-word and the camera was around? Oh, it's the first time that the label and society got upset? That's stupid.
I don't think that it's a matter of being upset, Romeo. I think it's a matter of education and letting him know that it's inappropriate. And maybe sometimes he just doesn't know. The guy, what's his name, TJ? I mean, what's his name? Tiara?
His name is Morgan Wallen. You know, he's a big
white guy.
Country artist. Yeah.
Right. The late 30-year-old white guy, y'all want to educate him on the N-word? Come on, man. Y'all got
not even 30s.
I'm using it publicly. Yeah, he still got enough time to understand that it's not the right thing to do. So if he's gone the majority of his life thinking that it was okay, somebody needed to pull him to the side, pull his coattail, and just basically educate him on why it's not okay. Because obviously he doesn't know. And like you said, Romeo, no, it's not the first time that he used it. Huh?
Right.
Oh,
so that's why
it's not the first time that he used it, but it is the first time that he probably got caught on camera and somebody said, "Oh, he needs some education." And so that's why they're going
stupid.
He was at home.
And that's why it's stupid. Because you're gonna oust the man for something that he been doing, but because of the climate, we gotta change the climate. Look, y'all ain't changing nothing.
So wait a minute.
If the man,
so I'm looking at
the man grew up from 0 to 30s or 40s, that's what he is. At that point in time, what are y'all educating him on?
He's 27. He's 27.
He's 27.
He's dead.
So you're not above being taught something.
I think it's different when you have publicity, fame, and you want all the support.
Yes. Okay. So I'm looking at the comments in the Facebook chat, and basically what it sounds like is that he was at home when he did it, and he was around his friends. So I don't know if his friends were white and or Black. But basically D and Marcus is right. It doesn't give him the right to say it, and as well as your Black friends need to educate you on it, not BB Winans. Agreed. Like if you got Black friends and or white friends that are around you that are allowing you to use this language and not necessarily letting you know that it's wrong, then that's your issue. Your issue is your inner circle because they're allowing you to do this without checking you.
Right. So the way this all leaked was a neighbor's doorbell, like the Amazon doorbells type of thing, recorded from across the street him talking to his friends after a party. He was very drunk. He said, you P word, N word, like y'all get out. Like it was just the end of the night. He was ready for everybody to leave. Across the street, his neighbors, his black neighbors, had the clip, saw the clip, and leaked it to the outlets. So
his black neighbors in. Oh, okay. Okay.
So I don't know what BB Winans or what we expect from BB Winans. I don't know if he could sing a little bit of gospel to him to alleviate the situation.
Maybe he might.
I don't know.
Maybe he might receive it a little better from BB.
I don't get why y'all still trying to save people who feel a certain way. I honestly don't. Oh, they said this word. Let's go fix it. Oh, they said this word. Let's go educate them. For what?
He says he apologizes. He's sorry. He's from Tennessee originally.
Apologize.
And the president of the Nashville chapter of the NAACP says we invite him to come and have a conversation with us. The NAACP as to why that word is so hurtful. That's it.
Ebony just said it on. Ebony just answered y'all question.
I mean, it's true. They're always sorry.
Right. So technically, he's not really sorry. He's
just sorry he got caught on.
Right.
He's sorry his neighbors told on him. Dang neighbors.
He's sorry that it's hurt his career.
Exactly.
People never sorry until they get caught.
They tired of him having all them parties. No more parties at his house, I'm sure.
Everybody's sorry when they get caught. Remember that in the back. Everybody's sorry when they get caught. Everybody's sorry.
Don't be sorry. Be careful. Speaking of people who should have been careful, our favorite girl, the Gorilla Glue girl, has gone to the hospital for treatment for her hair. They ended up sending her home with I guess ways to get rid of it. I don't know why they sent her home. I think she needs to go to a dermatologist. But we do have this picture of her, in the hospital's care. So she went viral and got everybody's attention February 4th when we have the Gorilla Glue situation where she thought she had got to be glued hairspray. She didn't have the got to be glued hairspray at her house, so she decided to try Gorilla Glue spray. Not to be confused with the Gorilla Gel that a lot of us use. She used the actual Gorilla hard home professional spray. And to update you all, she is still stuck in this situation, and they're talking about having to cut all her hair off.
Good.
Taseka Brown is her name.
What's her name?
Taseka Brown. Out of
what's her name?
Chalmette, Taseka, Tessik. So like Jessica, but like Tessa.
Okay.
Taseka.
Okay, so okay. Yeah, Jessica.
That's
okay.
put
And
glue
where
on
is she
head.
from?
She's from Chalmette, Louisiana. So she has a very
it's
big.
Probably close to Louisiana. Yes, it's big. She got a very thick. I miss that accent. Honestly, I used to love that accent, baby.
So there's still a couple clips floating around. She says that the glue has made her hair grow tighter on her head, which is causing her extreme headaches. So she is in a very dire situation. Only group that this works out for is the Gorilla Glue company, because this advertising is just great for their brand. This is bigger than a Super Bowl commercial.
First of all, did y'all see the white lady in the picture? She just like, I don't know what to do.
She don't know what to do. She doesn't know. I can promise you, no dermatologist has gone to school to figure out how to get Gorilla Glue.
Man, trying to save it off. Hey, man.
It's just ridiculous. The things people do for attention is just mind blowing. Like, really? Gorilla Glue? Really? Like,
and you knew it was Gorilla Glue.
Like a ponytail? Right. Like, really? Like, come on.
Well, so she just wanted a cute hairstyle. That's what it seemed like.
What happened to the black gel when you was a kid? What happened to the black gel?
She said she didn't have.
Yeah.
She said she ain't had no more got to be glue, and she ain't had no pre-con gel. She ain't had none of that.
Yeah, so she thought if it was the spray. It wasn't so she was like, I'm gonna just spray it, see what happened. Black Twitter did say, when we pass away, we should use that, to keep our dues laid in the casket.
What?
Makes sense. Yeah.
That's a good idea, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
a
good idea.
Who cares? Hey, don't listen to Black Twitter.
Whole body disintegrating and your hair still done.
Don't listen to Black Twitter.
On fleek. Do y'all still say on fleek? That's funny.
I'm glad me and Emily got face.
Last but not least, before we head out of my report, still Black History Month. We 8 days into the month that celebrates who we are. Say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud. Speaking of Black women to be proud of, on this day, February 8th in 1986, Oprah became the first Black woman to host a nationally syndicated talk show.
Good.
And what year was that? 1986?
1986 is when the Oprah Winfrey Show became nationally syndicated. On today, February 8th.
She held that crown for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Oprah.
Come on.
That pocket.
All right, y'all. It looks like our guest is here. Miss Taronda Jones is here. You guys know Taronda from her acting skit. She actually played Portia. No pun intended, but she did. She played Portia in Empire. She just recently played in the Kamaya Moore story, the mother in Kamaya Moore story. Is it Kamaya? What is it? The Kamaya. What is it, y'all? Where Niecy Nash played in. What was the name of that show? Anyway, so she is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I just read it. Kamaya Mosley. Kamaya Mosley story.
You talking the story of the
Mobley.
Yeah, the girl who was
the real life story. I just rewatched that. And she played a good mama too. Hey, girl. Hey, good morning. Can you hear me? Let me finish giving you. We can
hear you. Yes. Can you turn your camera, if possible, or not?
Yes. Oh, hey, beautiful. You fine. So Taronda is an actress, rapper, motivational speaker, celebrity master chef. I don't think I knew that. Celebrity master chef champion and philanthropist. She's most known for her breakout roles as Portia on Fox's hit TV show Empire. Recently, she released her first 2 starring roles. First as Lisa J in BET's Hip Hop Holiday, and Shannara Mobley in Stolen from My Mother, the Kamaya Mobley story. She's currently starring in the new hit comedy Call Your Mother on ABC. More than just an actress, she also spends her time off season as a nonprofit leader and motivational speaker. Since the beginning of COVID, she's given away hundreds of thousands of pounds of food. And this past Christmas, and her foundation has given away 3,500 plus toys on Chicago's West Side. Welcome to the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Show. How are you feeling today? Good morning. Yes.
I'm trying to figure out what is my man's doing? What you y'all
trying to flirt? Girl,
no.
Trying to be all sexy.
First of all, hold on. If she don't remember, we breaking up. Do you remember this face?
Relax. I always remember. It's been about 3 years. Last time we seen each other, it's been a few years now. See?
Oh, Lord, Jesus.
Okay, long as you still love me, that's all I care about. Go ahead.
How many years has it been? What's the date on that?
2018.
3 years.
3 years. So you're right. Okay. Yeah. As long as we still together.
Oh, Lord.
You know, right.
It's not
Good morning, y'all. Good morning,
girl. Good morning. Hey, girl. Hey. I know. Oh, Lord Jesus, help Romeo. So today you are here talking about the Black Village Foundation. It's Black History Month. You guys are giving away money every day. You're giving away 28 grants, 1 per day for Black History Month with the Black Village Foundation. Tell us about it.
Love that.
So those who are just tuning in or don't really know much about my foundation, what we do is we provide financial resources to young budding entrepreneurs on the west and south side of Chicago's and disinvested communities
Hey.
only. So for Black History Month, what we're doing is we're honoring our ancestors who paved the way for people like myself and you. For example, one of the grants is the Rosa Parks grants. We know Rosa Parks was known for sitting in front of the bus. So to honor her, what better way than to drive the truck? So we're providing people with their CDL license. We know getting your CDL license can be very expensive. I think it's about $4,000 to take the course. So we're sponsoring 4 people to get their CDL license. Anybody who's interested in getting their CDL license, provided and sponsored by 160 Driving Academy. And then another one is the Madam C.J. Walker grant. We know Madam C.J. Walker was a millionaire in cosmetology. So anybody who wants to pursue cosmetology, we're helping people obtain their license in whatever trade they want to take in cosmetology. Rufus Estate, first Black chef. I personally love this grant because I come from the food background. I used to be a butcher, and I also used to cook at a nursing home for the seniors. So with this one, we're helping a lot of people get their food sanitation license, their culinary license, and things like that. There was one more. We got the Malcolm X grant. We also have the Black Wall Street grant, my personal favorite. The Black Wall Street grant, we're helping anybody who's interested in becoming a real estate broker. We're also teaching them how to buy and flip properties. So that's what the goal is for Black Village. We're trying to bring back Black wealth. That's what we're doing.
I love it. I love it. I get
Absolutely.
information on that.
Yeah.
I love it.
What
I'm from the west
inspired
side of
you?
Chicago, so that's super dear to my
Come
heart
on,
when you're
Chicago.
talking about
What
the
part
west
of
and south side of
Chicago?
Chicago. So I want to donate. So I'm gonna get your information. I definitely want to donate to your foundation. I absolutely love it. I have a shelter for women on the west side of Chicago, and a youth center on the west side of Chicago. So I definitely want to donate to that.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much. I'll give you
You're
our
more than
website. We do have a website, and we do have a donation button on the website.
okay.
It's
What's the website?
blackvillagefoundation.org. And then also on Instagram, it's just Black Village Foundation. And you can just literally easily click the link on the Black Village page.
Gotcha.
Look at us paying it forward, right in action. So what inspired you to become so knowledgeable just of our history and then take the dive into sharing, so much with others?
So 2 reasons. I grew up in a household where not only was my grandmother a teacher, but my next door neighbor, Miss Simon, may her soul rest in peace. Miss Simon, we could not enter her house without reciting the Hey Black Child poem. And she kept it on the front of the
Yes.
door. And if you didn't recite it, you cannot enter her home. So Black history has always been a part of me, my family, and the community where I grew up in. I grew up in Arbor Gresham,
I love
south
it.
side of Chicago. So that, Black me all day. And then
I
I've
love
teamed up.
it. I remember
I've
that.
teamed. I'm telling you, hey, Black Child, do you know who you are? Who you really are? Do you know
Who
you
you
can be
really
anything?
are? Do you know you can be
You know what
what
I'm
you
saying?
want?
I know,
Yes,
right?
Black child.
I love it.
And another reason was because when COVID first hit back in March, so maybe around June, I think this was around the time the murder of George Floyd happened. We had a lot of riots going on and a lot of looting, and a lot of our communities was completely destroyed. And till this day, some of them have not come back. Some of the stores have not been rebuilt. Some of the communities haven't come back from the trauma. Um, so I've teamed up with this young lady named Saba Abor, who's amazing. She's also the founder of Black Village Foundation. And we were just sitting around talking about what changes can we make? How can we make just Chicago in general a better place? How can we shine Chicago in a better light? Because every time you hear about Chicago, everybody like, oh, Chirac, oh, guns. Oh, and Chicago is better. It's bigger than that. It's better than that. I
Absolutely.
still live here. I still live here. And just trying to change the narrative of how people view our city. And not only that, I feel like a lot of people don't know much about, especially Black people, we don't know much about financial literacy. I think now is the time Black people are at their most progressive, right? I see a lot of entrepreneurs. I see a lot of bosses. I just see a lot of bosses these days, and I love it. It's a great time to be Black right now, you know? So, what better way? What better way than to contribute to that? And like I mentioned, the Black Wall Street, if you're not familiar with that story, you know, it was millionaires, Black millionaires during that time. And it was
All
all
day.
taken away from them. I want to bring back Black wealth. That's the whole goal of Black Village Foundation. What we're doing, we're not just providing financial resources to young budding entrepreneurs, but we're also, you know, bringing the community together because we give away food, you know, every now and then. We do have an Easter event coming up soon. For the kids, and we're giving away money for that because it's a terrible time right now. A lot of parents are working, a lot of families we can't get what they need during a time like this. So another thing Black Village does, we provide food and groceries for families who are in need.
So let me ask you this. Oh, go ahead, Romeo.
I was gonna say it's interesting that you bring up Black Village, and then you brought up your grandmother. What happened to the Black Village? What happened? Because it's a disconnect. I remember going to my grandmother's house, and literally my grandma was able to say, "Oh, Miss So and So, go to Miss So and So house and get this, or go to so and so house." Like she knew the street, might not knew the neighborhood, but her street, she knew the kids on her street, so there was no reason for anybody to get hurt or lost, and she knew her neighbor. Nowadays, in the Black community, you don't know who next door to you, and you damn sure don't know who kid running in the middle of the street to be able to say, "Hey, stop doing that. Tell your mama." What happened with Black community to disconnect like that? You think?
Several reasons. One, I'm not gonna blame it on social media, but I think because everybody is like this now, we're so invested in our phones that we're not even paying attention to what's going on around us. We're not even doing that anymore. And then we got a lot of young parents now. It's not like back in the day. A lot of young, you know what I'm saying? And nothing wrong with that. But when a lot of young parents are having kids and they don't really know what they're doing, because you got to think about it, our grandmothers and great grandmothers, they're all passing away. You know, their time is basically up. So they don't have anybody teaching them the game. They don't have anybody teaching them unity. And I was fortunate enough to have my grandmother until I reached the age where, you know, I know better. And a lot of people didn't have that. And I don't know. I guess when you grow up from a different breed, it's different. Because my grandmother also, and I have 8 siblings. So my grandmother raised all 8 of us. And I'm an old soul too. So it's different. You know, it's just different. And I think because we're so consumed with our phones, we're not even paying attention to what's going on around us.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I will have to agree. Definitely having that grand parental influence on your life is definitely something that you should value. My kids, they got it made. Like I had it made. My grandfather raised me for the most part. Unfortunately, my maternal grandmother had passed away when I was like 4 or 5, but I got all of the skills that my grandfather knew I needed. And so my kids are getting the same with their grandma and their grandfather now. But anyway, I wanted to go back to the grants that you have, because you said that you're giving away 28, one per day. However, what's the criteria? Like, how do I get how do I qualify for one? What do I need to do?
So one of the qualifications, you definitely have to be from the city of Chicago. It's for Chicago folks only who are in disinvested communities. Because we're not just giving away grants just to be giving it away. We're also trying to research. It's basically like homework for us as well. You know, the crime rate in Chicago is at an all-time high. I don't know if you guys been watching the news or if you know what's going on here. It's a lot of carjacking going on right now. So what the goal is to also do research on when we give jobs, will the crime rate go down? This is what we're doing. We're not just giving money just to be giving it just to say, hey, we're giving back. but we're also trying to make the community a better place for everybody. But you can go on our website, blackvillagefoundation.org, or you can go on our Instagram, and it's easy to just click the link, Black Village Foundation on Instagram. Click the link, and it's going to give you all the info on how you can apply. Now, applications we close all the applications March 1st, and then we just start going through, and it's like a lottery. We pull the names. Yep.
Love it.
I love it. Love it.
You need to come to Atlanta. Shoot.
No, stay in
When
Chicago.
Black
Stay
Village
right in
expands, see, that's the
Chicago.
goal. When Black Village
Romeo.
expands, we do plan on taking it to other cities, but our main focus is strictly on the city of Chicago.
Right now, yeah.
Y'all
Taking it back to where she's from. I love it.
Romeo, you sound like a hater, but
I
okay.
love it. He is a hater. He's definitely a hater. He's definitely a hater.
It takes a village. Look, that's our slogan too. It takes a village. We coming. Just wait on that.
No, but I swear I love the fact out of everything you said, which the foundation is great. The key thing that sticks with me is the fact of how to raise that village. Because I will say the one thing that even to now with my mom, I might not know the entire neighborhood, but I know who live on my street. You know what I'm saying? I know enough. I know enough to help give or share to what's around me. And I think if more people took that simple step to say, "Hey, let me know what five houses are to the left of me, what five houses are to the right of me to begin," then I think that's a start to something. But black people, man, they get hard to take a step.
Yeah. But like I stated earlier, we don't have our ancestors paving the way for us like they used to.
Yeah.
Got a lot of young parents, they don't know no better. Not saying that they're bad
That's what.
parents,
Yeah.
but they don't know better. And then these kids, I don't know, they different. These kids, who you talking to? Nobody do. Nobody. They be ready.
These kids, they fight.
They be ready to
Fight for
kill
real.
you. And my
Kids
knees
raise
ain't
the
like
damn
they used to be now, where I can knock up pow.
Right.
I can't do that.
Not in Chicago, you can't.
No, these kids different. I feel like an old lady. Like, okay. But one thing about my presence here in Chicago, I'm very respected out here. So I don't get that, the little slick talk. And when I do see a kid or a teenager, especially young girls, because I also mentor a bunch of girls, and the moment I see something, hey, little sister, let me holler at you for a second.
Pull them up.
Because this ain't it. This ain't it, little sister.
Right. No, I
love
completely
my
feel
city.
you on that.
I just want us all to win. I just want us all to excel. And me coming from where I come from, because there was a stigma placed on people like myself. Oh, she ain't gonna never be nothing. Oh, she ain't. And I really want to prove to people like, yo, if I can make it, you can make it. If I can make
Absolutely.
it,
Chicago's a dope city, though. It's a very dope city. It's so much talent there. People just tend to focus on the crime. Yeah. Chicago's definitely a dope city. I'm super excited about what you're doing. I'm definitely excited about supporting. I'm already looking on my phone now, trying to figure it out. But yeah, I'm definitely going to support. I think that's amazing.
I'll email you guys. I'll make sure I email you guys the info too.
Okay, wonderful.
Crystal Jordan says
Look at
hello.
that.
Who?
Crystal Jordan says hello. Crystal Jordan says hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hola.
So this is just some fantastic work that you're doing in your community. If you want to get involved, y'all heard her. Be from Chicago. Submit the application. A lot of times we lack because we don't necessarily want to do the work. The work is, just fill out the application. Like she said, we randomly select people. So it might just be your day.
And the application
it's
not even an application. It's super easy. All you're doing is put your name, your address, email. It's super easy. And click which program you want to take a trade in. So easy. We're not asking you where you're from, who you with, what your name. Click what trade you're interested in. We're trying to make it simple because I know some of us ain't right, but it's easy.
We understand. We definitely
We made it to
understand.
where
Taronda.
it's easy and accessible for any and everybody.
Well, before we get out of here, let's talk about your projects that you have coming up. What's going on with you and ABC, girl?
So I recently booked a reoccurring role on a sitcom
Yes,
on ABC
series
called Call Your
regular.
Mother. No, a reoccurring. It's a
Okay,
difference.
yes,
Series
reoccurring.
regular. It's a difference. Series regular. I was there on Empire. You know they was, but you know ABC reoccurring. You pop up here and there. But I'm great.
All right,
You know,
okay.
I'm great.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we understand.
We'll take
I'm also directing now. I'm Madam
Oh,
Director now.
Okay, Madam Director, yes.
This particular project I can't really talk about right now, but it is a huge network. I am directing something for them. I just recently directed my own short film, and I was selected in IMDb Awards for Best First Time Female Director and Best Set Design.
Wow.
Yes. By me. I
That's
produced
amazing.
it, I directed it, I acted in it, and it's about Black love. See, I'm so Black everything. I'm Black crazy, y'all. It's about Black love.
Right.
I wanted to change the narrative of how people view Black love and Black women like myself. People who come from where I come from, you know, we get looked at as, oh, you're too aggressive, you're not vulnerable enough, you're not submissive enough. And it's not because, you know, I want to be. I have to be. You know, 9 times out of 10, when you come from the hood, and if you show any signs of vulnerability, 9 times out of 10, you'll be taken of. But for real, in real life, I'm a marshmallow. I'm soft, but I got to keep it real. My exterior is predator. But this particular film, it is so beautiful, and not only is it showing a vulnerable side of the Black woman, but it's also showing a vulnerable side of the Black man. Same with the Black man. You know, they think just because a Black man is from a certain area or he doesn't show any signs of vulnerability that he does not know how to love. And it's not that he does not want to be vulnerable. He just can't show any signs of vulnerability because 9 times out of 10 he either be judged for it or he be taken advantage of. So it's a beautiful film.
Yeah.
Actually Don Brumfield for Black Ink Crew played my leading man, who was amazing, by the way. He's also pursuing his acting career, and he was super dope in the film as well. Written by Lena.
What's the name of the film?
What's the name of the
Evolve. EVOL. Love spelled backwards.
Backwards.
And where can we find it? People.
EVOL.
Where can we watch it? We want to watch it.
Once everything
She caught me off guard.
Film festivals and everything, I think I'm gonna post it on YouTube so that everybody will be able to view it. I can send you guys a private link and send it through you.
Okay, send us a screener, girl. Yes.
Yeah, I'll send it through the email, and you guys can watch it. And I will love your feedback. It is a silent film, though. It's a quiet film.
Oh.
I'm one of those women. Don't tell me what you're gonna do for me. Say less. Don't tell me.
Show it.
So the film is so beautiful. And I had a couple people who watched it and was like, I didn't even realize it wasn't no talking because it's how good it is. So
that's what's up.
Yeah,
I love it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That is what's up. I love it. So we can't wait to see it. Love supporting our sisters. You're doing some amazing things. So congratulations to you. And also thank you for giving back to our community. Thank you for leading the efforts that we don't necessarily know that needed to be led, you know, like starting the grants, making sure that people have access to capital, making sure that people can fulfill their dreams. Like, thank you. And you being a role model. Thank you for pulling them little girls up, because a lot of times we need it. Yes, I see the little girls all the time and I be like, hold on. Pull up. So anyway, yeah. So congratulations to all of the things that you're doing. Thank you for being a role model in our community, giving back, and not only just showing, but leading and actually applying some stuff to our community, you know. So we appreciate that.
And we will be checking you out. Call your mother.
We gotta make sure. Yeah, we watch
everything.
And when does Call Your Mother come out?
On Wednesdays. Wednesday, 8:30 Central Time.
Is it already out?
It is. It is. I've already been aired 3
episodes,
I think.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Okay, we watching.
It's a brand
You know,
new
'cause
it's a
we-
brand new series. So you ain't. I mean, you got about 5 episodes to catch up on. So that's not too
Mm-hmm.
bad.
Okay, we gonna watch.
So it's
We're
brand
gonna
new.
watch. We're gonna see if we can
Thank
stream
you.
it. You know, I like to stream same day, back to back episodes. So we definitely gonna support. But thank you again to Rhonda for just coming on, showing your love and shining bright for everybody to see. We definitely appreciate you. And where can we follow your movement to make sure that we're keeping up with what you're doing? You know, these grants, your movies, your directing, and also call your mother. Where can we follow you?
Okay, so you can follow me at Tyranda J. That's TarHondajay, and you can also follow our foundation page. That's Black Village Foundation, spelled exactly the way I said it. And that's it.
Okay. Well, we definitely will do that. Thank you again. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Take care. We'll be in contact.
Bye, Romeo. Jesus.
Girl. That's every day. Every day. That's Romeo. Super dope.
Always.
Super dope. I love how females empower themselves and others and lead the charge for just doing what needed to be done, doing what needs to be done. So congratulations to her. Kudos. Love, 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 love. If y'all in Chicago, go get you a grant. Do something. You better get up, get out, and do something. Somebody
For real.
finish it. Don't let the
Don't let
days of your life pass you
the
by.
life pass by. Mm-hmm.
You better get up, get
And
out, and do something. Don't spend all
that's
your
good.
time trying to
I
get.
didn't know about your philanthropy that you do in Chicago, Ebony.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do a
Ebony,
lot of
come
on the
on.
west
Quiet,
side.
Ebony. You gotta speak up and tell us.
Share, girl, share.
Yeah, I'm always doing something on the west side of Chicago. That's where I'm from. My mother still lives on the west side of technically my whole family still lives on the west side of Chicago. So I'm always trying to do something from my hood or my community. So I do. I house some women in my youth center. Because of COVID, it didn't open yet, but as soon as the pandemic kind of slows down and kids can come back, it sits directly next to my church. So yeah,
Aww.
I love my though. So kind of
I
cool.
like that.
Love that.
I love how so many of us as Black people are coming together. And me and Romeo talk about this all the time. We're not waiting for the stimulus package or a Biden relief plan, but we're helping each other and pulling each other up. So I
Yeah,
love
that's
being
what it's
Black.
all about. Yeah, definitely. On Mondays, Monday nights, I teamed up with the city of College Park. So now we're getting ready to do a program where we'll do lunch and all of these different things for the kids. We'll do an intern. We'll hire them um, for 9 weeks, and then we're gonna actually pay some of the kids tuition, get their books and stuff started. But the first one is Reflections of Myself, and it start next Monday where we'll have the police department and the young people be able to tell them their story so they can be viewed a little bit different. But it'll take place at my restaurant on like my dining side. Um, so like next Monday is our first Monday that we're actually going to do it, and we're rolling it out.
That's
So the
good. What
kids
made you?
get to have a conversation with the police.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, so we'll have the
That's
police department
dope.
there.
How did you
That's
come up
dope.
with that idea, or what inspired that? Because I think that's needed. That police interaction with the community.
Just seeing everything that's going on around us, like at what point do we start helping the situation? And my thing was getting the police directly next to these young people to hear their stories. So before you just pull them over and you decide to shoot them because they got dreads, or you decide to shoot them because they got on white t-shirts, or whatever the case is, now you can actually hear their story and maybe you can understand their background and their history and what happened to them when they were younger and why this is this way. So for me, it was getting the police in their faces, listening to them. And so I partnered up with a really nice lady who has three different non-for-profit organizations in the city of College Park. And she kind of helped me get my adopted family when we adopted families for Christmas. And so she was the one who was able to get the police department involved in it. So this Monday, not this Monday, next Monday will be our first Monday, and we'll have like a lot of police officers there. We're going to provide dinner for the kids. And we'll have a couple of different speakers to come in and, talk as well.
Go ahead,
love
Ebony. Yes. Yes, we need to hear more about this. How can people get involved with this? Like how do the layman person or how do people regular people get involved with it?
Yeah, keep up and watch
So
it and all that.
today it'll be posted on Nouveau's Instagram, Facebook, like all of the information. Of course, it's at the restaurant. And then they just come, they apply, and then we figure out what it is that they want to do. Uh, and once we figure out what it is that they want to do, we'll assign them a mentor. But they also get a chance to work. It's a paid internship. We'll make sure, we're trying to keep these kids going so they're not depressed. They're at home, nothing to do. And an idle mind leads to what? So I think that it's just some form of way of helping our children,
Paid. Okay, so I gotta send my son down there, y'all. So I'm just I'm trying to just get in a couple of words. But my son, y'all know he's going to college next year. Well, actually this year, and he wants to go to FAMU. I want him to go to Morehouse. I'm not going to push either way. If he gets into either one of them, as long as the money is right, go. Anyway, if he gets to Atlanta, I'm gonna make sure, because you said paying internships, I'm gonna make sure he come right over to Nouveau. Whatever it is that we need to do in Nouveau, we gonna put him in that little system. So if he gets to
Send them
Morehouse,
on, boy.
because he does, I'm sending them right your way, girl. Yes.
Send them on.
Nah, I'm just glad you're innovating.
Yeah.
New. I'm glad you're not going by the old blueprint. I think the old blueprint is still people trying to use it and it's still terrible. The whole, hey, I'm gonna go to this community and I'm gonna pass out flyers, or hey, I'm gonna go to this community and I'm gonna invite the community to come to this location where we could tell them what they are doing wrong. No, how
Go
about you
out.
go to the community, ask the community what they want to do, and let them tell you what they want to do. And I think what you're doing is, hey, y'all job is to sit here and listen to these kids and teenagers tell you their hopes, fears, and what they feel is wrong, and fix it. I love it. I'm in. If you need me, I'm in.
Yes, Kim Taylor said that's awesome. Would love a follow up on how this event goes. So we'll keep you updated, Kim. Anyway,
Yep.
9:51 on the Rolling Out AM wake up call with your favorite host, Portia Monique, Romeo International, Tiara Berry, and Ebony Entrepreneur Austin over there making big things happen. Okay. Romeo, let's get into your report before we have to go.
Oh, we have to go. We're definitely not. Trust me, we gotta go. There's no time for my report. So let's get into
Go ahead,
the best
Romeo.
thought of the day. How about that? I'll,
What we
matter of
getting
fact,
into?
I'll
He
start
said he's
off
gonna do thoughts of the
the
day.
thoughts of the day.
Romeo, we can't get into positive thoughts of the day. It's 9:52. Let's go.
We want to hear one story. Let's
Let's
just hear one
report.
story. Give me
Well,
one.
we
Give me
damn sure
one.
can't get into you. Okay, I'll give you one story.
Pick your favorite.
TJ,
Give us
could you please
two.
bring up? Nope. Could you
Lord
bring?
Jesus.
Nope. I don't even want to share that with them. Can you please bring up
It's
producer Nas?
on Rolling Out IG story. It's there. So what you don't want to share?
Let's chat. We got 8 minutes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, because this is what bullying
Lord.
looks like. Beginning tomorrow, I'll be releasing a series of interviews. Sat down with the entire cast of Judas and the Black Messiah, and I'll be releasing a series of interviews tomorrow, all the way leading up to Friday. Lakeith Stansfield, Daniel Kaluuya, the director, Chairman Fred, Algie Smith, Daniel, Daryl and Dominique as well. So you'll see those exclusively beginning tomorrow. And let's get into positive thoughts.
Romeo, we're not getting into positive thoughts at 9:53. If you don't want to do another report, TJ, bring up mine. What is the issue?
Yeah. Let's get into Portia's report.
Let's go to mine. What the heck?
Somebody
Romeo,
talk
you
about
over there
that.
tripping.
It's 4 of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Daddy, what's going on?
Okay,
with
so
him?
which one we going? Which way we going?
Diddy.
Oh,
This is
P
Deshaun,
Diddy.
Deshaun Johnson.
So y'all know that P Diddy, he had his clothing line Sean John, and basically he sold it in, I believe it was 2016. So he launched it in 1998. He later sold it to Global Brands Group in 2016, and now he's suing them for $25 million, basically accusing them of falsely attributing a quote to him to promote the new clothing line. So I don't remember this being in the news. Do y'all remember this being in the news that he sold Sean John? I don't remember this. But nonetheless, he must have sold them. I'm really curious as to know how much he sold them for. And then, he's obviously suing them because they basically said that he said something to help to sell the brand, and he said he didn't say it. So he's suing them for $25 million.
Yeah, I think they did a collaboration with another brand, Misguided. That's the thing, that these artists and all of them are collaborating with these other companies. But apparently they're using the vibe of Sean John with the Misguided campaign when he has nothing to do with the brand anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's his likeness. It's still his likeness, correct? His name.
I think it's just his name, Sean John. Just like they did with Kate Spade. They sold it, but she didn't have any type of say over her company after it was sold. So,
but it's like, what do you expect? We're always gonna look at Sean John as Diddy's clothing line. Like, that's
always.
I don't know what he expects.
But he said $25 million to let y'all know that y'all not in control. So give me my money. Stop using my likeness and saying what I said because I ain't said. Give me my $25 million. So apparently there's something going on. I'm just saying, yeah. We got enough time for another one, TJ, or are we going right into positive thoughts? I don't know which one you want to go to. 9:55. Okay, let's get into positive thoughts. So I will kick it off, y'all, because I didn't get a chance to finish my series on the 7 habits of highly effective people because last week I didn't come on Friday because of my dental surgery. My job was much bigger. So anyway, let's get into that because I do want to bring y'all up to speed because I do think that it's something that people can benefit from, right? So when you think of the 7 habits of highly effective people by Stephen Covey, there's 7 of them. Be proactive, begin with the end in mind, put first things first, think win-win, seek first to understand and then to be understood, learn how to synergize, and then sharpen the saw. So last week we went over the first 3, which was be proactive, begin with the end in mind, and put first things first. This week, we're starting with think win-win. And I think if we go into every situation with this mindset, we're more apt to succeed in whatever it is that we're trying to do. So win-win sees life as a cooperative, not a competitive arena. And basically, the author argues that it's not a technique. Win-win is not a technique. It's a philosophy of human interaction. It's a frame of mind that seeks out a mutual benefit for all concerned. So when you go into any agreement, when you go into any partnership, you should always think win-win. What do I get out of it? How can I help them win to see what they can get out of it as well? And then when you come together and you bring both of those, everybody has the same mindset, you'll win together because everyone has a vested interest in making sure that you guys succeed. So think win-win. And then y'all won't be so competitive and thinking that she can't win and he can't win. And just think win-win. And then once you think win-win, you succeed together. With that, I'm passing the ball. Did y'all understand that? Romeo looked confused.
Yes, we understood it.
Yeah, what's better than 1 billionaire too?
I'm just saying, think win-win. Like, we can win together. A lot of people think single-mindedly. They don't think team. They think they can handle everything by themselves. Think win-win, and we win together. Okay, yes. I'm going to pass the ball to Tiara because Romeo still look a little confused.
Fix your eyebrows. Relax your brows. My positive thought for today, guys, kind of goes back to what Titus was saying earlier. Start small. It's the small habits, it's the consistency, it's the mental preparation that gets you to the ultimate goals that you want. It's great to have these elaborate plans, these elaborate schemes, these vision boards, and all of that. But it's the small, daily, incremental practices that facilitate the way your life changes. So start small. And I'm gonna pass it on to my dessert loving friend, Ebony.
Okay, so mine would be don't be scared of change. Change is good. You never, ever, ever, ever heal in the same environment that you got sick in. So don't be scared of change. Change is good. It takes us places that we didn't even imagine that we could go. So I think that's mine, and of course I'm gonna pass it to Romeo.
Tiara, that was the Gorilla Glue brows. I apologize. I had tried that
Oh
Gorilla Glue.
Lord.
Positive, positive thought of the day. Don't let anybody level you down. Nobody should take your level down. If they're not on your level, then they're not on your level. If they got to work hard to get to your level, encourage them to work hard to get to the level. But do not ever level yourself down. Always stay on top of your game, because that's where the game starts, on top. And that is my positive thought of the day. Monday, February 8th, 10 a.m. Rolling out AM wake up call, man. Myself. I don't know who I'm pointing at. Whoever I'm pointing at.
That's me. That's me.
Portia. That's Portia.
Okay.
Portia Monique.
And you got to point at somebody. Who's pointing at?
I'm pointing at Ebony. Ebony's down here for me.
Oh, that's
I'm
Ebony.
pointing. We're just like
I'm pointing at nobody. Nobody.
Brady Bunch.
Hey,
We see y'all tomorrow.
Tara.
Happy Monday.
Here, give me a high five. Here, give me a high five.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Kathleen, love you.
Ready?
Skills, Icebreaker. Shirley Carter, Lyric Antonio, Lachia, Brandon T. Johnson.
We're happy and we're singing and we're colored.
Miranda White. Thank you to our guests, Robin Jones, Titus Unlimited. Thank you to this wait when I'm about to do Titus, because I'm about to get it together. Thank you for my program, because I'm walking up and down the stairs about 10 times today. I'm just saying thank you. Thank everybody for Tasha Hubbard. I'm doing my smoothie.
R&B nights.
Iris.
R&B nights at Nuvo coming soon. R&B nights with Romeo International coming to Nuvo soon.
Rocki Harris.
We waiting for
Kim
Romeo.
Taylor.
We waiting.
Thank you
nights.
for Ebony Austin, Club Nuvo, Black Village Foundation.
Philanthropy. Shout out to all the philanthropists out there.
Yes, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Champagne night. That's what I'm saying.
I see you talk.
Champagne.
Hi, Keisha.
I like that, Romeo.
College
Champagne night.
Roommate Keisha.
Woo! I like.
Every day we gone. Oh, y'all, that was fun.
We out.
Tammy Berry was